was playing with the idea of how technology affects thinking and how thinking affects technology. So I wanted to write something that had synthesizers and hardware synthesizers and electronic synthesizers as well, software synths. When I started writing it, I started thinking about times we're living in and how difficult those times can be. I wanted to write something about hope that looked to the future and presented something that would give people a sense that there's always hope for something better. The way I decided to write it was to imagine an android, a humanoid from the future, coming back from 2049 to say that everything is okay. And that was because of a cosmic event that changes human brain patterns so that we start to think differently and do things better. Most like sci-fi about the future is kind of dystopian. So I wanted to write something that would kind of transgress that idea about the future being dystopic. I didn't want to make it utopic. I didn't want to make it everything is okay, but I just wanted to sort of think about if human beings evolve consciously in a particular way, then maybe we can start to change. I thought, well, that would be an interesting way to kind of think about how human beings can change through a cosmic event in the future that changes our brain chemistry. And then in the end, we live together better, I guess, something like that. Not perfectly, but better. You know. The theme of the commission was music and the audience. So I wanted the audience to sort of almost interact with the performance if they could. And because I was thinking about brain activity and signals, one thing I was thinking about is the fact that, you know, our cells are just connected to each other and we send electrical impulses through wires. And sometimes if you have a particular disability, that affects the left frontal lobe, for example, which is the kind of logical mathematics side, what can happen if either there's too many signals firing, maybe, or something's gone wrong with the signal, it could bring about something great. If the right brain is firing signals, that can sort of create something a bit different or something a bit beautiful or something like that that you don't expect. So I was thinking about that and how that ties into the ability to make choices and how we make choices. I wanted the audience to sort of affect the music with buttons. So when people were pressing the button at a certain point in the song, the volume would go down on a particular channel so that the music wouldn't be as loud or the different synthesizer sound would start playing. So we passed the button around to the audience members. So that's what we did as a way to sort of explore signal flow and signal flow interruption, again, linked to ability and disability and creativity. My parents were sort of into lots of different types of music. Pop music, they grew up with a little bit, traditional African music, West African music, high life, Afrobeat, and then some South African music as well. I'm the youngest of 4 children. So I was also influenced by the stuff my siblings were listening to. One of my sisters was into a little, again, popular music, funk, soul, that kind of stuff. I came back to the UK when I was about 11. It was influenced then by still, you know, classical music, you know, European popular music, but then also hip hop as well. Hip hop kind of came into my life. But I was also writing ballads as well. So I was just always I just loved music. I've just always loved music. But I've never been to Japan. And I would absolutely love to visit Japan or work in Japan or perform in Japan. Hopefully you can connect to the songs or at least enjoy the songs. I hope that one day, very soon, I'll be in Japan performing or writing or collaborating with maybe a Japanese artist or artists in Japan. Thanks. Arigato. Yeah.